You gotta calm down, man.
Don't tell me what to do.
You have to calm down.
I asked you to leave.
I'm gonna tell you what to do.
I know you're gonna tell me what to do.
Why would you have a warrant, Billy?
No, I got warranties, sir.
You got warranties?
I got them in a couple states.
I'm only tough when the camera's rolling. What do you mean by that? Yeah, you're a little baby. Look at you with 3 police officers.
Stop.
Stop what?
All right? Just stop.
Want to play Ring Around the frickin' Rosie?
No.
I don't give a damn what you're saying. You're gonna interfere with my First Amendment. You're gonna learn.
Your vote. You can't tell me if it's climate controlled?
No, for security reasons.
Like, what size are the vents?
I'm on a public sidewalk. You approach me. How about you get the out of my face?
I'm just talking.
Walk away.
Leave me alone and I'll leave you alone.
Don't come closer, please.
Eat my shorts, copper.
We are about to serve up some ice cold lawsuits.
I don't want to listen.
This is a municipal court.
Is it municipal court? Holy crap, I didn't realize it was a municipal court.
Welcome to Showcase Audit, second annual Auditors of the Year. In this video, we'll be looking back at 2024 and highlighting some amazing talents in First Amendment auditing over the past year, showing appreciation for their efforts and activism, as well as the endless entertainment value these videos deliver day after day and year after year. As a disclaimer, this is not a best of list and does not use competitive rankings, nor is this meant to exclude any creators. This is based solely on my opinions on the channels I follow. Please share your favorite auditors in the comments, and I will add all of your suggestions to the pinned comment. We will have 2 main categories. The first, Legends in the Making, features outstanding new auditors who started up this year, and Modern Day Legends. These are established auditors that we all know and love. Lastly, we'll unveil the Auditor of the Year, highlighting a single creator who we believe best represents the principles of auditing with honor and integrity. All links will be in the description. Go over and subscribe to their channels before you even think about subscribing to mine. Let's do this. Last time we asked you to comment with your favorite auditors if they were not included in the video, and we would compile a master list. So as promised, here are your top 5 based on the most frequently suggested channels.
How long should we let him sleep? Yeah, wake your ass up. What's wrong with you? You mad because you got caught sleeping?
I'm on meal.
Don't touch me. It don't matter. He mad because he got caught sleeping in the car and now he want to touch me.
Let's go.
You got caught sleeping in the car and now you touching me? I'm going to file a CCRB for you touching me for no reason.
Okay, get online, just like everybody else.
I will.
It's not my first, and it's not going to be my last.
I will.
Okay? Okay,
That's
so
sad
then
that you say that.
Yeah,
It's not going to be your last.
Do
you want a complaint for not identifying yourself? Hey, dumb shit. All 3 of you need to identify now. All 3 of you need to identify. Don't hate nothing. I'm on the sidewalk. You shut the fuck up. I got laws in my pocket. You want to see some laws? Which laws do you want to see? There's all the ARSs right there, tough guy. Here's the Constitution too. What am I doing wrong? Interfering's right here in the pile somewhere. You want to grab it? Yeah, I didn't think so, asshole.
Here to make sure you're okay. And
Oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm
Can I
Billy.
see your ID?
Yeah, it's in my pants. I can put my arms up if you want to grab it.
I'd rather not touch you. Yeah, go ahead and grab it, Billy.
All right, it's in my pants.
Cause that's not your ID, Billy.
Well, that's what my grandma gave me so I could give out.
Any other ID on you, Billy?
Just a D. I don't have ID. I might have some warranties on me.
Why would you have a warrant, Billy?
No, I got warranties, sir.
You got warranties?
I got them in a couple states.
You don't want to touch my shit.
You don't want to step in front of my doorway.
Don't touch my shit.
You're in my house. Like, this is my house, dude.
I don't care if I'm in your tuck. I don't care if I'm in your tuck. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
I didn't break your camera. I moved it out of the way.
No, you just broke my camera.
I told you
bro.
to not stand in front of my doorway because you're
just broke
blocking
my
my
camera.
customers from being in my store, and you just maced me.
That's right. You just assaulted me.
You assaulted me.
Okay, yeah, tell yourself another story. You're on 2 cameras, bro.
And I pushed his camera out of the way, and he put mace in my fucking eyeball and maced me.
Let's go. We'll just call the police. Police are on the way. Said he's leaving with an eye full of mace and a citizen's arrest citation, and he still thinks he's right.
They don't want you here on city property. It's government run, all right? You understand that?
We don't care if I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. You're a military veteran.
Then go get your freaking lawyer and sue the city if you think that's a violation.
I would rather not do that. I would rather you respect my constitutionally protected rights, especially being a veteran.
I do I do
Well, you
very
honestly
much
don't.
every day.
You're trespassing me
But
off
when
of
you
public
start
property.
becoming confrontational and telling me what I can and can't do, guess what? You're gonna lose every time.
Is it illegal?
Because I know what my job is. I know what the Constitutional says. I know what the God-given right is.
Right.
You're not going to tell me anything different. You understand me? You want to get confrontational? I can get confrontational. Just that simple.
And here is the complete list from your comments. Same thing applies this time. If you don't see your favorite auditor in this video, leave a comment and we'll document them all. Now, without further ado, the 2024 Legends in the Making.
We the citizens had enough of this shit of yours. Threats, intimidation, violation of our rights, enough. And your asses better learn and learn quick. Otherwise, you're going to hear me roar.
Siberian Tiger burst onto the scene in early 2024 with all the ferocity his name suggests. Cold, primal, and fiercely protective of our rights.
Public property, I'm on a public sidewalk, First Amendment protected activity, and the tough guy shows up here and tells me I can't take pictures. What law is that? What am I breaking?
I don't know. That's called private property.
That's private property? Come here.
You can't.
Come here, Sergeant.
You can't take a picture.
Come here, Sergeant. Come here.
Come here. I'm good.
What it says over here?
The outside if you like.
What does it say?
I don't know.
What does it say?
You tell me.
You don't know how to read? Go back to your job and mind your own damn business. You can take your orders.
You stay
and
on
go to
public
hell with
property.
them.
You stay out of a roadway. You understand? You stay out of the roadway.
I'm protesting at this point, so I will stand wherever the hell I want.
Have a good day, sir.
Get lost.
While not your traditional auditor who goes and conducts First Amendment audits, Tiger is more of a cop-watching opportunist, always ready with the camera in hand. He doesn't actively seek conflict, but if you provoke him, God help you.
So you better take your ass to where you need to be.
Back up now.
You don't give me directives.
Now you're starting to
You
interfere.
can piss off.
You're starting
I
to
can
interfere.
stand where the hell I want.
Sir.
My freedom of speech is not
You cannot
interference.
interfere with the stop.
I can say whatever the hell I choose
Okay.
to. You're gonna piss me off, buddy boy, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn.
Making this into something it doesn't need to be.
I don't give a damn what you think.
Okay.
I don't give a damn what you're saying. You're gonna interfere with my First Amendment. You're gonna learn.
Holding it down for the Portland-Vancouver area, he's become something of a local legend, revered, mysterious, someone you can feel damn good about knowing is out there, watching your back. With surgical precision, he dismantles intimidation tactics, shredding government bullies of every kind, from street-level thugs to federal agent poser clowns.
Get a move on. You're blocking the road. Get lost. Jump in your cruiser and get lost. That's how you do it. You see how obedient you can be.
More often than not, they end up scurrying away just as quickly as they approached. From administrative asshats.
First of all, you're not in charge here.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
You pretty sure?
Yeah.
You're my servant and you're gonna respect me. And if you don't like that idea, then you better piss off. It's that simple.
Are you threatening me?
Boy, did you hear me threaten you?
That's what I'm asking.
Did you hear me threaten you?
No, I'm asking
Articulate what you just heard.
I heard.
Articulate what you heard. What did I tell you? Did I tell you, in exercise of my constitutional right, that you, my servant, who's not going to respect me, that you can piss off, and you are misconstruing that as a threat?
I'm asking
Run
you.
upstairs and file a charge.
I'm asking you, is your intention to threaten me?
Are you stupid? Well, don't ask stupid questions. Go and get me somebody who actually knows what he's talking about, and not going to be a piece of punk like you, and accuse me of something that I have not done.
Well, first of all, you're not in charge here.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
You pretty sure?
Yeah.
And even corrupt judges.
That's irrelevant. Next question. Yes. Next question.
Judge, are you testifying for the officer? You don't raise the objection, Judge. What do you think you're doing? You're going to violate my constitutional rights?
Hi there, Mr. Krylenko. Actually, I can raise objections, and I just did. So do you have another question, or would you like to move to your side of the story, sir?
You're sitting there on your presiding bench and violating my rights and violating my due process, placing her in the position of a defendant. Are you kidding me? She's my accuser. Let me put it to you really clearly, Judge. Judicial misconduct carries consequences. Please, don't think that I'm one of those defendants that is going to sit and take this nonsense from you. Understand?
Having been the victim of tyranny and oppression since at least 2021, enduring false arrests, a false raid on his home, and relentless retaliation against him and his family by police, it's clear he's been through hell. He strikes me as a man at the end of his rope, a man with nothing to lose, a man pushed too far.
I don't take crap from nobody, especially those who are trying to obstruct my justice. So say hello to my servant Golik, aka the devil, and all of his serpents, scorpions, snakes. When you come against me, you don't just come against me, you're coming against my God, and you don't stand a chance. I guarantee you, every demon will be petrified. That's all. Have a nice day.
Fearlessly standing on his rights and roaring back in the face of tyranny, Siberian Tiger is a legend in the making.
My name's Ron Durbin. I'm an attorney here in town. I got kind of a reputation for going after judges and stuff. And anyway.
Guerilla Publishing rose to prominence in 2024, beginning with a major expose in February. This deeply disturbing story centered around hidden videos of a Tulsa, Oklahoma judge repeatedly getting shithouse drunk at a local bar and then driving drunk with her young grandchild in the car.
So that's where we are. I'm not going to let a drunk human being drive a child intoxicated with me knowing about it. Y'all get this? She's still there getting drunk. Oh, she's still in there drinking.
Unsurprisingly, the equally corrupt local government was complicit, covering up these crimes and protecting the drunk judge from accountability.
The cops won't show up for a woman about to get in the car with a drunk kid. They're going to show up for a guy exercising his First Amendment rights to film on a sidewalk.
The driving force behind Guerilla Publishing is Ron Durbin, a practicing Oklahoma attorney with 15 years of experience. Unsettled by the levels of corruption he'd found himself a part of, Durbin redirected his efforts to exposing the dark side of the system itself. He's since faced retaliation, including the suspension of his license without due process. Inspired by First Amendment auditing and the power of citizen journalism, Durbin and a small team of activists launched Guerilla Publishing. Together, they produce compelling documentaries, as well as conduct traditional audits, relentlessly demanding transparency and accountability from government officials.
I'm not your dude. You're a dude. Yeah, you're right, I'm a dude, which is why you won't come beat me. You only beat women, right? That's all you beat is women.
With their blend of grassroots journalism and the unique strength of an experienced attorney at the helm, Guerilla Publishing is a legend in the making.
What's good, Kansas City? Right back ain't cheating.
Kansas City Accountability, or KCA, began auditing in March, checking on its employees at area post offices, town halls, and the like. But it's on the public sidewalk where the most interesting interactions seem to occur, and KCA quickly found its niche, recording outside of local banks.
And one of the survey questions is where are you guys' vault?
Where's the vault?
Located.
Okay, yeah, I can't tell you that, man. Like,
is it on a timer?
No, I'm sorry, I really can't be having this conversation with you. Like, that's the exact type of thing they don't want me telling people.
Okay, okay, last question. What is like the average response time? Like on the alarm?
Are you messing with me?
No, it's a survey. Those are 3 survey questions.
Now, I doubt KCA was the first person to audit a bank, but I do believe he's the first to troll employees with a specific line of questioning. Correct me if I'm wrong, but since he started doing this, I've noticed other channels following suit. And isn't that the mark of a true innovator, seeing others adopt your style? The genius is in the delivery, a straight-faced sincerity, paired with increasingly unsettling inquiries. Let's just call it what it is, comedy gold.
I did have a question, like about you guys' vault. Is it like climate controlled?
The what?
Your vault.
I don't think we can disclose that,
That's
right?
not an answer that I think.
You can't tell me if it's climate controlled?
No, for security reasons.
Like what size are the vents?
We can talk about it.
Is the vault usually open around this time?
How would I get a copy of like the floor plan?
This is really fishy. I'm gonna step inside and call the police real quick.
Is that ATM? How much you think that thing weighs? Like where is it located?
That's not information I'm gonna disclose to you.
The vault? You know how much money they typically keep in there?
Definitely
That's
not
not
something
something we can talk about.
Okay. Now, hypothetically speaking, it's hypothetical. Let's say it's a guy on top of your roof with like a demolition tool. How would he know if he's like over the vault? You open to make extra money on the side?
Oh, yours?
I'm talking about like some real money. Okay.
The reactions are somewhat similar to church audits. Maybe not quite as extreme, but with the same mix of ignorance and paranoia. Add in a bit of trolling, and you've got a perfect formula for a meltdown. I feel obligated to acknowledge that auditing private businesses is controversial, as is the trolling approach seen here. But I would argue that education is always a good thing. And when the level of ignorance is so absurd, whether it's claiming they own the sidewalk, to saying that you're not allowed to film because of this reason or that, Perhaps the only way to get through to these people is by responding with absurdity in kind.
How you doing? You got a bottle of water and a lollipop?
I do not, but you are not allowed to video the branch.
Oh, I'm not. I don't plan on going inside of your bank. I'm not doing
You can't
nothing.
video the outside of my branch. It's a bank.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to be out here long. You know, just a few more hours. Can I say it one more time so I can understand?
Do not take pictures of the vehicles in a bank parking lot.
But I'm not on your property.
It doesn't matter.
That matters.
It doesn't matter.
You know, you could just be cool and bring the dude a water and a lollipop, like this guy.
Oh, look at you.
Back ain't chin.
I appreciate you, bro. Y'all see this?
He must be a fan. He even dropped the catchphrase.
Back ain't chin.
That's what's up. They brought me a bottle of water and a sucker. Hey, what's up?
They called the cops on me.
Why would they do that?
I know, and I told him, I said, I've seen his videos, so I know what he's doing. Tell me that's not you, your videos.
I can't really say because it actually...
Is that you?
Who is that?
Tell me that's not you that goes to these banks and does this.
What, doing what?
It's my turn, finally. The cops will probably still show up, but...
I about blew a gasket when I heard this.
You are not allowed to video the branch.
Why is that?
Because it's a federal institution, you cannot video it.
That's some shit you hear all the time in post office audits. Paradoxically, the fact that it's federal is the very reason we can film it. This got me thinking, are banks federal? The answer is no, of course. But when you consider how much federal funding banks have received to bail their asses out of virtual oblivion, they might as well be. I actually looked this up, and I'm only sharing it here because I've never heard it discussed in audit videos before, and it's definitely relevant. Since 2008 alone, taxpayers have given banks over $3 trillion in bailout funds. I broke this down by averages to reveal the staggering numbers shown on screen. That means that in the time it takes me to read this sentence, both you and I will have effectively handed banks over $37,000. Try not to let that keep you up tonight. By the way, the cops did show up for this one, and oh god, just watch.
I let the guy know I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. I told him I have no ill intent. I'm not on you guys' property. I'm on the sidewalk.
Okay, but do you understand how it's weird?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do you understand how it's legal for me to record on the public sidewalk?
Okay,
Why won't you tell him that?
Because
I'm on the public sidewalk.
You're still in the parking lot.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Actually, they own all the way.
Sir, can I get a supervisor out here, please? Let's get a supervisor.
Okay, well, we need to get your information.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Don't put your hands.
Yeah, they just cuffed me, y'all. Don't know the law. And she turned my camera off. That's why my camera they came and cuffed me. You can still see the ring around me. You still see the ring. You still see the ring around my wrist. She stopped my video.
Anyway, if all that about KCA weren't great enough, I haven't even mentioned the best part, the brain teasers.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say me and you was in a car together, right? We driving and we make a right turn. Which tire doesn't move? Let's say we all in a race, right? And I'm in second place. And you pass me.
That wouldn't happen.
What place are you in? Let's say there's like 100 apples in a bucket. You take out 30. How many apples do you have? If 2 is a duo and 3 is a trio, what does 4 and 5 make? Let's say you at home, right? And you sleep. Your best friend come banging on your door and ringing the doorbell because he wants some breakfast. All you have is cookies, cereal, and milk. What do you open first? What's 550 divided by 2? Let me give you one more. If you can get a dozen eggs for 12 cents, how many eggs can you get with $1? I got 3 piles of sand and you got 4. If we put them together, how many piles do we have?
If you know the answers to any of these, put them in the comments. And don't Google it, you bastards. Bringing education to the sidewalk with his signature satirical style, KCA is a legend in the making. Before we move on to the next segment, a brief shout out to the following channels who started up this year and are well on their way to becoming legends. We the Bosses from Illinois, audits with professionalism, no matter how crazy everyone else around him becomes.
All security to the front desk, all security to the front desk.
Oh, wow. Step out where?
Yeah, we have an emergency. I need you to step out, sir.
What emergency?
Sir, I need you to step out.
Sir, could you step out, please?
Why are you asking me to step out?
They're asking you why.
Yeah, I think.
Why are you filming, sir?
You guys are invading my
No, I'm not.
space.
No, I'm not.
You're invading my space.
No, I got this. No, hey.
You guys are unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I'm not holding the side no more.
He also audits with a clear purpose, accountability. We the people have the right to ensure our servants behave. After all, we the bosses.
Was it a year ago? An employee of the CTA beat a man and he died, right? Do you remember that? So I'm here to find out what the CTA has done about that. I'm here to find out what the CTA has done to train its employees not to beat a man to death. That's why I'm here. All right?
That man was arrested in charge.
The dead man? Oh, the employee? Yes, I understand that, but I want to know what steps CTA has taken to make sure that never happens again. That's why I'm here. All right?
CTI exposes government overreach in the St. Louis area, shutting down unlawful directives while keeping our servants in line.
What do you investigate?
Your porn stash. Holy cow, that's a
You like
nice
that?
one. Yeah.
It took me a little bit.
Oh, look, guys. It's a short bus.
In this audit, incidentally joined by KCA, who we've already talked about, this security guy, whose only job is to observe and report, thought it would be appropriate to try and snatch CTI's equipment, despite the dude looking like he could probably lift a refrigerator. It ultimately led to one of the most unforgettable moments of 2024.
They trying to shut the door. Look at this, you guys. This is wild. He's barely holding the door. This is wild.
I'm trying to come back in here. Your security guard's trying to close the door on me.
I'm gonna get your nuts. You better move.
This is wild, you guys. This is wild.
Take a breath, okay?
Much respect to our featured legends in the making, and to all new auditors who bravely make their foray into activism. Stay safe out there. Last time, we featured Ontario Audit, an exceptional auditor who opened my eyes to an entire nation of tyranny and the growing movement of auditors standing up against it. By popular demand, I'm thrilled to highlight 2 additional Canadian patriots who defend your liberties every day.
And the thing is, you're not supposed to be taking pictures of the yard. Okay. And I ask if you can move on and keep on moving.
These 2 obviously have their own separate platforms, but they frequently team up, and they both deserve to be on this list. They're here today to educate these transit yard employees on privacy and drone laws, and they brought a bag of tricks.
I just want to get some drone footage of...
No, you can't get any drone footage over here.
Take some of them. No, I have a consent form.
Yeah, where's the consent form? You don't give consent form for that.
Yeah, hey Siri, open up the consent form.
Control 158, please.
So if you agree to be filmed, you just give the thumbs up. You scan the finger, and if you don't agree...
What's the form? Do you mind reading it for me?
Yeah, it's Public Film and Consent Form app.
What's the name?
Just say, hey,
Where
Siri.
is the form? Where's the form?
Right here. If you consent, you press green. If you don't,
No. That's not a consent. That is not from the TTC. That is not from the city of Toronto.
No. Siri opens this. It's an app.
No. We don't do that. And that you're doing a violation right here.
I'm asking for consent, though, sir.
No, you cannot get consent. You cannot get consent.
I have a solution for this.
Right?
Because you don't want to be on the camera.
Why are you taking pictures?
That one is for you.
Why are you masked?
Okay, I can't see you.
I'm okay.
I won't be able to see you. That one's for you, sir.
No, I'm not
Public
taking.
privacy.
I'm not taking anything. I'm
Public
gonna
privacy.
ask you to desist. I'm gonna ask you to desist.
Sir, you can still see with it.
I'm
Look.
going to ask you guys to desist.
Look, you don't even have to hold it.
Okay, I am going to
Public
ask
privacy
you guys
master.
to desist.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna put up the drone because you guys obviously
No,
don't
you're
want
not
to.
gonna do
Not
that.
friendly.
You're not gonna put up a drone.
Drone audits raise some interesting questions about the legal gray areas of airspace rights and public filming. I guess they don't seem to mind Google doing it. And just look at the breathtaking views this thing can capture. Not only that, but the drone offers a unique and unobstructed Jeff Gray-style third-person view of the scene. This could be a real game changer. With their expertise, originality, and subtle wit, not to mention one hell of a view, True North Transparency and Canada Cop Watch are Canadian legends. And with that, we'll officially move to our next segment, Modern Day Legends, featuring outstanding established auditors that we all know and love.
Can I keep my hands in my pockets? Does that make you feel unsafe?
You know where you are, right?
I know I can. It's America, so don't come in here and tell me how I should do it.
AFA, or Accountability for All, approaches every encounter the same way, cordially and respectfully. However, those who fail to reciprocate are met with something most aren't prepared for, a zero tolerance for bullshit.
The only issue I see here is that a police officer is talking to me about my First Amendment right being suspicious.
Okay.
So why don't you do your job?
Yeah.
I'll do mine, and we'll be done with this conversation. Can I keep my hands in my pocket? Yeah, you want to see my ID?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, man. Okay. That's for you. It's my ID.
Yeah, nice. All right.
All right, can I see your ID, man?
No.
You can't?
No.
Why? Because I have no reasonable articulable suspicion or probable cause
Badge number, I give it.
to
Badge
believe
number,
that...
my name, that's it.
Well, you're asking me for my ID.
AFA audits all across the country, but is based out of Massachusetts. Many of his audits are in towns rich with colonial American history, places where you'd expect patriotism to be celebrated, yet it's so often not the case.
Look at this, huh? That's what they think about their American flag. They got time to meet about getting funding in the Chamber of Commerce. They can't get a flag out of a tree? Look at this thing. It's disgusting. Still doing not much of anything, and the American flag that people fought and died to defend is hanging in a tree. And that flag is hanging in the tree because there's people like you working here, people like Dana. Dana, did you see your flag when you came into work this morning?
No, I didn't.
The beautiful flag that represents our birth, our freedom, our independence. It's hanging in a tree.
Let me go report that. We'll have that taken care of.
Is that going to be done today, or is that going to take a year?
It's going to be done right now.
It's going to be done right now. Thank you. Appreciate that.
A common principle in modern psychology asserts that you can't always control how you feel, but you can control how you respond to those feelings. Put simply, you are responsible for your own actions. I particularly enjoy it when an audit evolves into what I call the ultimatum.
If she's willing to apologize, I won't press charges.
Okay, that's very kind of you.
Like, I'm willing to take an apology or drop off this formal complaint, release this video to 250,000 subscribers, and then show up at every single board meeting until I make sure she doesn't have a job anymore.
Okay.
As you can imagine, those who fail to control their emotional outbursts are just as likely to fail at controlling their egos. And when it comes to tax-paid public servants, there's certainly no shortage of ego to go around. I couldn't tell you what psychologists say about that, but I can think of at least one phrase that applies.
So the apology's not going to happen. Okay, so we'll get a written statement from you, and you just put at the bottom that you would like to press charges for the incident.
All right, if that's the choice she'd like to make.
That's what we're doing.
All she had to do was say she was sorry, but she doubled down. And this is a lesson that's going to serve her well, because when she gets her next job, wherever that may be, because you know the end results of that complaint. You know who I am. You know that complaint means her job. Maybe she should have thought about her job. I shouldn't have to be the one thinking about her job.
I love these small town hall audits. They tend to uncover the deepest corruption. In one of my favorite AFA audits of the year, we see the government of Warner, New Hampshire exposed for its mistreatment of the people, a reign of control that's gone unchecked for far too long. Honestly, this audit could be titled, How to Bankrupt a Small Town. This video is a prime example of why auditing is so crucial in today's society. The level of misconduct here is staggering, and we don't have time to explore it all. I just want to focus on these corrupt cops who've been getting away with their abuse for so long it's practically second nature, until they cross paths with the wrong people who just happen to be recording. Shout out to MAA Audit, who was along for this one as well. For context, the guys were peacefully exercising their First Amendment right in publicly accessible areas of the people's building. But when the town officials panicked and hit the alarm, the officers who responded escalated the situation instead of investigating, exposing their bias and corruption for all to see.
Now she's telling you to hop out. This is her doorway.
I'd
not
need
open to the public.
Sergeant, I'd need to see a demarcation saying that it's unauthorized access.
Sergeant,
You know,
here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna step out here, or you're both going to county jail. You are in her private office. There is sensitive information. If you fail to heed the warning from my town
under threat of
administrator-
arrest.
Yes, because you're considered disorderly conduct at this point.
So I'll step
So
out
step
under
right
the
out
threat
here.
of arrest, but disorderly conduct is loud, violent, or tumultuous behavior, none of which
I'm
I've
not
been
gonna argue
under.
the law with you.
Well,
Okay,
you
I've been doing
should
this
have a
job
better
for 20 years.
handle of
Here's
it than
the
you
deal.
do.
You gentlemen are allowed in the common areas.
I'm allowed into
Anywhere
any
through
place
here,
where there's
you
no
are
sign.
No, you are not allowed.
There's
to
no
enter
sign.
Anyone's
I'm going to
office.
go into any place where there's no sign.
If you enter an office, I'm
BS
telling you right now,
Sounds
getting
good.
arrested.
Then I guess you're gonna. Then I guess you're gonna arrest me.
You're willing to
Yep.
put that on there.
I guess you're.
Absolutely.
You're a sergeant also.
I'm a corporal. 2 strikes.
Corporal.
So this is what we're gonna do. You're more.
I'm not going to. You're not going to tell me what I'm going to do.
I am going to tell you
no, you're
exactly
not.
how.
I'm not going to. No, you're not.
This is exactly how you're going to go.
You have no idea. Now, first of all, no. Don't
finish.
tell me to close my mouth. I don't have to.
You can be
all
in
right?
the
You're not
common
my boss.
areas
You're not my daddy.
of this.
Do you understand
here we
that?
go.
I've been nothing but professional.
As I was telling you, these
these two guys.
How are we doing, folks? Thank you very much, Harry. That video you're taking will also like to counter what these people are doing.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get a copy of that video now.
That like to come into government buildings.
Yeah.
And they like to push their boundaries.
Push their
what
boundaries.
What they don't realize is what the lines they're crossing.
Which lines is that?
As you can see, this dirtbag sergeant wears his bias on his sleeve. By his own admission, he had predetermined the outcome before even arriving. He knew they were auditors, and yet he still chose to deprive them of their civil rights under the color of law. Not to mention the threats of physical violence and imprisonment, and just being a general prick. Like any committed activist, AFA has his lawyer on speed dial, and boy was he happy to take the call.
My civil attorney, he looked at the video, he's like, I explained to him what happened, he's like, oh man. Oh man. You know what he said? He said, what's your favorite candy bar? I said, what? He said, it should be $100 grand because that's easy how much you can get out of these guys.
And what do deceitful lying crooks do when they're caught being deceitful lying crooks? They blame someone else, of course. I'll wrap this up because we still have other auditors to talk about. But these dirty cops immediately shift the blame, throwing the town manager under the bus. By this point, AFA's lawyer has already been blowing up the town hall's phones, prompting the town's attorney to come out and start running damage control. Suddenly, everyone begins kissing the auditors' asses, including the dirty cops, who leave with their tails tucked tight. Okay, I'm almost done talking about AFA, but I have to share this final clip, one of my favorite audit moments of the year. I won't even give any context, except to say that this cop had it coming, and I won't even provide any commentary, except to say this made my jaw hit the floor.
Yeah, no, I live here now, buddy, so I have a vested interest in your behavior. Okay. You understand? So don't play that. All right, so
listen,
I
have no problem with you doing it. Just do me a favor, take a step back, a little close the first time.
I don't give a shit. Okay. I'm on a public sidewalk, you approach me. How about you get the out of my face?
I'm just talking.
Walk away. Because I'm not that one. You're not rushing up to me, putting your hands on me.
I'm not going after you.
I know you're not, because you're smarter than you were with him. You understand that?
I handle the situation.
Go somewhere else.
I'm doing my job.
Go somewhere else. Then go do it. Let me see you start doing that job.
If all that weren't enough, in August 2024, Josh from AFA was invited to a taping of the Dr. Phil show.
Nobody tells me who to put on my show, including you.
For a discussion on First Amendment audits and their implications. To my knowledge, that episode is not yet aired. And finally, also in 2024, Josh ran for public office in Townsend, Massachusetts, in a genuine attempt to effect change from within. I don't actually know the outcome of the election, as I wasn't following his channel closely at that time, but I do know that the guy he ran against has since resigned in disgrace over serious allegations, including sexual harassment and other gross misconduct. There's still plenty more I could say about Josh, but one thing is clear, AFA is a modern-day legend.
I agreed to a settlement for when I told Sergeant Gaynor he dropped his pocket and he got butthurt, put me in handcuffs.
Harvey Freebird is an auditor and cop watcher based in Galveston, Texas, an area with clearly established case law affirming the First Amendment right to film police, much to their self-righteous dismay. The incident Harvey mentioned, which earned him a payday, is nothing short of legendary, albeit disgusting.
Hey, you dropped your pocket. You dropped it. Behind you. Right there, you almost stepped on it. Your pocket.
Critics often claim that auditors make cops look stupid. But honestly, how does one even become a police officer, let alone a sergeant, without realizing that it's impossible to physically drop one's pocket?
You have to be on the sidewalk.
There's no sidewalk provided, so I can be on the side of the road.
Okay. Then
Are you threatening me with arrest?
Yeah. Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, turn this thing up. Oh, there it is. X.
Far be it for me to let a single incident define his work. Harvey hits the mean streets regularly, often filming late into the night, doing what he can to keep the police honest by documenting them in the course of their duties. Other times he captures the truly bizarre.
I'll set the damn shed on fire. Woo! Yes, I will. I'll burn it down. Greg, to get your TV and stuff out.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Oh,
Set
shit.
that mother on fire.
I'm going inside. I'm going to get my gun. I'm going to get my gun, and I will.
Anyway, what? You hear her? She's threatening me with her gun.
Okay,
and
hold on.
Please go back.
Can I talk to you over here by yourself?
I'll tell you what, I am not gonna have it here.
Classic tweaker strategy, you guys. Let's move all of our belongings 20 foot. Let's move it from underneath the waterproof roof and put it outside underneath a tarp. Totally disgusting. Look at that wall. Oh my God. Look at that, man. Look at all the holes in the wall.
Harvey holds officials accountable at the local government level, speaking out at public meetings about police misconduct and other corruption, usually met with indifference. The most compelling is a year-long saga involving City Councilman Joseph Lowry of Lamarck, Texas, and his personal vendetta against Harvey Freebird. It all started over this incident, which may not be entirely relevant, but I can't resist showing it.
How many packs of cigarettes do you smoke a day?
Okay, do you have anything that you would like for me to answer that?
I'm just wondering because you smell like an ashtray, like a bar ashtray.
All right, sir. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, you're dismissed.
All right, sir.
Later, I get a message from this wannabe jelly roll looking dude named Joseph Lowry telling me not to be playing with his officers. So I asked for his badge number and he says it's badge number 187. Turns out Lowry isn't even a cop. In Texas, impersonating an officer is a felony. He keeps up the charade even when I tell him I'm coming to visit him at the police department. Back to the police department to find Joseph Lowry and play with him and his officers. I even bought a deck of cards and a game of chutes and ladders.
It turns out Lowry is not only not a cop, but also a member of the Lamarck City Council, and a petulant one at that.
Mr. Lowry, you are out of order. That's the first warning.
Your payment.
Mr. Lowry, you're out of order the second time. Chief Wagner, are you in charge? If he continues, he'll be removed from this dais. We're not playing. If he continues.
When he's not stirring dissent and hostility within his own council, he literally gets up and walks out when Harvey or other members of the public exercise their right to speak.
With that being said, I'm going to be talking about that piece of shit that just left, Joseph Lowry. I'm going to be criticizing him. Instead of him taking care of his business and representing his district in a professional manner, he's making dick jokes and calling me Harvey Freeballs on Facebook and embarrassing himself and the city.
By night, Lowry apparently transforms into a blue-line bootlicker and keyboard warrior troll, doxing Harvey Freebird and defaming his character. As you would expect from a person like this, when confronted face-to-face, they have very little to say.
Why'd you say that my constitutional rights at the police department's playing a game?
Constitution, I never said that.
You said, don't be playing games with my police officers.
That's right. Big difference.
How was I playing a game?
You're down there for asshole.
No, I'm not. I went down there to file a public records request. Well, you're the one that accused me of playing games with your officers. You told me I could come down here and play some games with you. I bought a deck of cards. I got chutes and ladders. You want to play 52 card pickup?
Go ahead. You might have to pick those up or get charged with littering.
Yeah, that's what a tyrant would say. I'm only tough when the camera's rolling. What do you mean by that? Yeah, you're a little baby. Look at you with 3 police officers. You're scared of my words? Officer, I need your name and badge number because I'm going to request your body camera footage. I want to hear everything he said to you before you walk outside.
Harvey has since filed a defamation suit against Lowry, but would you believe the story gets even crazier? It includes allegations of unpaid taxes and rumors of a disturbing felony record. Needless to say, all of this raises serious questions about ethics and accountability. This story is still unfolding, so stay tuned to Harvey's channel for updates and for all the other content of a modern-day legend.
Psycho Writer, do you have any comment to the numerous allegations about police brutality, official misconduct, inappropriate affairs? Nothing? You're a coward, Police Commissioner. Absolute coward and a tyrant.
Long Island Audit continues to impress and amaze with the sheer breadth of his work and his relentless dedication to his activism. He's busy auditing, but he's also busy reporting, working to expose the widespread abuse of power plaguing the system. He doesn't just talk about these issues, he investigates them firsthand.
Did you self-destroy drug and alcohol by placing inside a 50-gallon drum secured behind an evidence shed? You did not do that?
No, I did not.
Did you have inappropriate relationships with multiple female employees, including an Elsie Serrell?
Popping up in unexpected locations in any given state, he encounters and documents all manner of misbehaving public servants, from the dirty and corrupt.
Back away. Back away. You thought you were going to intimidate me coming up on me like that. Didn't work, did it? Didn't back up an inch. Now please back up and de-escalate. So you're not intimidating me. Now back up, go to lunch, stop harassing me, stop trying to intimidate me.
To wacky sitcom character types.
Man, what's this all about?
You gotta calm down, man.
Don't tell me what to do.
You have to calm
I
down.
asked you to leave.
I'm gonna tell you what to do.
I know you're gonna tell me what to do.
Calm down.
Who is this guy?
Calm down. Do you know this unhinged man?
No. I'm asking you
Do you
to
know
leave.
this unhinged man, Mary? B.
I'm asking you come back here tomorrow.
Calm down.
Don't tell me what to do.
Down.
All right?
What's wrong
I'm telling
with
you right now, you're not supposed to be here.
down. It was calm down. You're acting like a psychopath. Can I believe that I'm trying to get services from
There's
the government?
nobody here.
You don't even know. You just came in here like an unhinged lunatic.
I asked you who you are. You wouldn't tell me. You questioned me. I work here. You don't belong
Oh,
here.
how
You
dare
belong
I
here.
question you, right, Lou? How dare I question
Well,
you?
I'm questioning you. You
How
don't like it,
dare
get the hell
I?
out there.
How dare I'll be right here. I'll be right here, Lou.
That's right. You heard what I said. Get and go fuck yourself.
Oh, excuse me. I'll take an apology.
Have a nice day. Go get an apology. Go stick it up your ass. Yeah, go asshole.
Put your seatbelt on, Lou. You gotta put your seatbelt on. I'm the whack job.
He's constantly on the move, yet somehow he still finds time to launch a company, start a second channel, purchase and operate a billboard truck, file and serve federal lawsuits, endure at least 2 false arrests, handle multiple court cases, speak out at public meetings, all while raising a family. A true patriot, setting the standards for auditing while effecting real change. Long Island Audit is a modern-day legend. AEC remains one of the hardest working and most respected auditors today. I recently did a full showcase on him, so I'll keep this brief. Auditing all across New York State, keeping our employees in check, and documenting their shameful behaviors.
Close the door. Hurry up. He's right behind you. But don't close the door. You're not going in.
Look at this, guys.
I don't care what
Look at this, guys. These guys are crazy.
And filing complaints and lawsuits against handsy tyrants or anyone else who violates his rights.
We filled out an officer complaint form and we got nowhere. It was found unfounded that he never grabbed my arm after reviewing the body camera, Lieutenant said. But as you all can see and we've seen that he definitely broke the law. And we are about to serve up some ice cold lawsuits. It looks like we got 7 suits to serve up today. Let's go ahead and get at it, fam.
I've processed to serve on several officers, and then there's a general one here for, I guess, the town and the department as a whole. It's a lot here. What'd you guys do to this guy?
All right, I'll leave whatever you got for the officers.
Despite balancing a busy schedule as a small business owner, he's been known to go cop watching after hours. You never know what you might find, like this instant classic.
That's right, fam. The situational awareness is out the window. I'm able to walk right up to the police vehicle. I'm touching the police vehicle. This guy could see me in his rear view if he was just paying attention, but he's not. He's too busy TikToking and Facebooking and wasting the tax dollars.
You good? I was wondering, there was someone standing at your car. I thought he was talking to you. Yeah, I don't know. You didn't see him there? No. His angle.
Bro, I was standing here like this, touching the car like this, and this guy sitting there Facebooking and Instagram, and didn't even know I was there. Situational awareness is shot. Are you his supervisor?
In October, Dan was awarded Auditor of the Year at the Audit Palooza event. Congratulations, man. You've earned it. Nothing less from a modern-day legend.
Can I get your name, badge number?
Yes, Officer Wiswell, I don't have a badge number.
You don't have a badge number?
No, we don't.
Even I have a badge number. It says shiny badges don't grant extra rights.
I don't get that.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Okay.
Press NH Now is an all-time fave, always abiding by the law. All he really wants is for his rights to be respected. But if they're not, they're going to get a piece of his mind.
Don't walk behind
Do
me.
something. You got a body cam on?
Yes, I do.
Good. When were you going to tell me that?
I don't have to.
You don't, huh? It's not on your policy?
No.
It isn't?
No.
Wait till the complaints and phone calls come in on you, buddy.
Go ahead.
They will. You scared?
No, I don't want you behind me.
Why?
Because I don't like people
Why?
behind me.
Why?
Why?
You don't like being flanked?
No, I don't.
You know?
No.
Oh, we don't either.
Well, then don't. Okay? Stop.
Stop what?
All right? Just stop.
You want to play Ring Around the frickin' Rosie?
No, you're just being irritated.
Let's play a Ring Around the Rosie.
No.
Come on.
He's been busier than ever this year, and even delivered the highly anticipated follow-up to the Charlestown, New Hampshire saga, serving the PD, Chief Connors, and other players with civil suits under Section 1983. If you haven't seen our critically acclaimed documentary on this story, consider this a shameless plug.
I do have one proposition. If you resign within 30 days, I will dismiss that case.
It's not happening.
Okay.
Okay.
I gotta ask you.
Yeah, take
So, all right. See you later, Chief. You've been served.
Bringing transparency and education to New England and beyond, Press NH Now is a modern-day legend. Before we reveal our pick for Auditor of the Year, a few special shout-outs to some honorary legends. I Am Free was one of last year's featured legends in the making, and now he's our first official graduate to honorary legend in only a year's time. Auditing primarily out of Washington State, his work is that of true investigative journalism, following up on tips and leads, seeing just how deep the story goes.
Hey sir, do you have any comments about an alleged chlorine spill? Any comments? You seemed very concerned when I came onto the property.
A commenter once described him as lawyerly, and I thought that was brilliant. I've yet to come up with a better descriptor myself.
Okay, I'm going to submit a public records request to you verbally in accordance with 4414-03006. Are you going to accept it or deny it?
I'm here. I have a public.
I'm submitting it to him.
Recently, his focus has been on FOIA compliance, and some of what he's found is shocking, including a bona fide scandal at the Pierce County Library System. When pushing for accountability, they literally laugh in his face.
No comment?
No.
Do you often employ felons when they go and alter public records? About Mr. Joe altering the website and board documents that were voted on by elected officials.
I'm aware of the incident.
Caught fabricating and altering public records, which in Washington State is a criminal act. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Hopefully you guys can just keep it down to one felon working for the library system. Hopefully there's no more that pop up and do wacky felonies and gross misdemeanors. So.
Leave me alone and I'll leave you alone.
Don't come closer, please.
Eat my shorts, copper. I'll file a lawsuit against you tomorrow. Back up.
Delete Lawz, or Chili DeCastro, remains one of the most controversial YouTubers in the auditing space. I took some heat in the comments for including him last year, even though I was pretty clear about why I believe he deserved a spot on this list. Most of the criticisms were superficial, and few could state any actual reasons why they disagreed. I guess he's had some beef with other auditors. I've never heard him address that on his show for what it's worth. Either way, I don't entertain drama, as I don't think it has a place in this community. Look, I hate plenty of things, but I don't just hate on principle. I can tell you why I hate it. I might say Nickelback sucks, but I can also list the reasons why I feel that way. I stand by my decision to include Chili last year, as you might have guessed by seeing him again on this year's list. In March of 2024, Chili was convicted of obstruction stemming from a 2023 incident where he was arrested after refusing to comply with an officer's unlawful commands. A biased and corrupt judge sentenced him to 6 months in corrections, which even shocked the prosecutor, who had only asked for probation. In July, the conviction was overturned on appeal, and Chili was released after spending 130 days inside. Civil litigation is imminent, and according to him, stands to make him a millionaire. Within days of getting out, Chili was already filming Cops again, though with a decidedly more subdued approach. He also resumed his nightly web show, spending hours reacting to police interaction videos and engaging with his audience while discussing hard-hitting topics. Chili says the things no one else will say. He shows the videos no one else will show, often at the very real risk of demonetizing his platform, all the while educating and spreading awareness. He sells products designed to help you protect your rights, and if you can't afford them, he will literally give them away for free. In 2024, Chili crowdfunded $4,000 for Press with Ranker's attorney's fees, $7,000 for Craig Henry's legal costs, and hundreds more for victims of Hurricane Helene. I could go on, but I think he's an asset to the community, and I simply don't get the hate. So these are the reasons why I support Chili. If you can't get past that, I'll refer you back to the disclaimer at the beginning of this video. I don't mind if you disagree. Let's have a civil discourse, maybe this time with substance. Special thanks to all the freedom fighters featured in this video. Each one of them is a true patriot, and I encourage you to go subscribe to their channels. Stay safe, and all the best to you in 2025. Now, choosing an Auditor of the Year might sound easy, and maybe it is. There's no official process, but there are criteria worth considering. That said, these traits are a given when the choice feels natural and obvious early on. Truthfully, there were only 2 I seriously considered, and choosing between them was anything but easy. I'll leave it to you to guess who the other one was. But beyond these measurable virtues, there's something harder to quantify: Something intangible, yet just as key. It's how they get through to you and what stays with you afterward, be it a mind-opening insight or an unexpected emotional punch. It's this quality that sets them apart as a visionary. Ladies and gentlemen, the Auditor of the Year.
Hey everybody, it's James Freeman.
I basically snubbed Freeman last year, though I assure you it wasn't intentional. He just sort of fell off my radar. A number of commenters pointed out that he should have been included, and I brushed those off too, assuming he hadn't been active that year. My interest was reignited around March, while editing this video, the feature-length documentary on the infamous Morro Bay audit. James Freeman appeared in several clips, and I found myself laughing out loud at these, no matter how many times I went back over the footage.
You look like you were the goalie for the darts team. Like when they would throw darts, you would just you would try to block.
Hey, Freeman. Hey, misuse of 911, is it a higher charge if you're drunk when you do it? So if you're drunk dialing 911.
I started binge watching his old content again, some of which I hadn't seen before, and it resonated with me in ways other channels simply don't. So I resumed following his channel, and I knew early on that he was a strong contender for this title.
It's against the law. There's a sign there that
I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen.
the law. This is a municipal court.
Is it municipal court?
Yes,
And now we have.
Holy crap, I didn't realize it was a municipal court.
All right, you're gonna have to step aside.
Marge.
You're gonna have to step aside.
Marge, go on your break. Go on your cigarette break, Marge.
James Freeman is funny as fuck. Many auditors are funny though, and some even have a similar dry delivery. But there's something more to it. Maybe it's his advanced moves, like the preemptive script flip.
This guy's just trying to get a rise out of people. He's trying to cause a problem. See, he keeps interrupting too. There's no problem. You guys are fine. You guys are fine. He's just trying to cause problems. Don't give him the rise he wants, man. He just is trying to get a rise out of people, trying to rile people up. So the whole reason he came and approached you was just to try to antagonize you and get a rise out of you. Don't give him what he's looking for.
When interfacing with government, he often takes the playing dumb approach. And yes, others have done this too, but he's so convincingly gullible and choosing the right words that he masterfully lets them dig their own holes, all while trolling them right to their face.
Are cops coming?
Yes, I believe they will be on the way very soon.
Oh, okay. What for?
Not sure they were called.
Do I need to make sure and wait here until they come then? Okay, I guess I'll do the same then. I don't want to run from the scene of a records request. She was saying that the glass is there to protect you guys. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, I was curious, so she told me that it was to protect from bullets. Is that bulletproof glass? I'm just curious.
Headed down to Las Cruces to apply for a job as a police officer.
I'd rather be a cadet because I think that the chief usually does like office stuff, right? And I would really rather be out on the streets like roughing people up and stuff.
This is our benefits page.
That's a lot of words.
Yeah.
First, I showed up to the wrong address. Second, I told a lie. Now I've proven that I'm both incompetent and dishonest. They're probably going to let me skip the academy and hand me a gun before I even walk out of the building.
There's one interaction that was kind of a defining moment for me, and I consider it one of the most important videos I've ever seen. In 2023, a Las Cruces, New Mexico police officer fatally shot an unarmed woman in the back as she attempted to flee after spending 10 minutes belligerently berating her. Nearly a month later, the community is still shaken, the family still has no justice, the city will not answer any questions about the investigation, and the police department appears to be protecting the shooter.
You guys know how long it typically takes to make an arrest when you have probable cause that someone committed a murder?
I'd be guessing if I gave you an answer.
Okay, probably pretty quick. Usually on scene is what I've seen. So if I showed you a video of somebody committing murder, do you think you'd be able to go to a judge real quick and get a warrant? If I were to go out there right now and shoot someone in the back as they're running away from me, I'd be in handcuffs instantly, right? And we're talking about, what, 23, 24 days now since that murder occurred? This is a long time to go without arresting a murderer. You can't answer it? Okay.
All questions have to be
How come when a citizen murders somebody...
all questions have to be directed towards her.
Is there a reason you're being so abrasive? Okay, you don't need to be combative with me. I'm conducting an investigation here. Here's the thing, I don't know why the arrest hasn't been made. Do you guys not know where he lives?
Again.
Do you guys need information about his home address so you can go arrest him on a felony warrant? Or, I mean, what do you need?
All questions need to be directed towards Roxanne.
Well, I don't even know why you're standing here then if you can't answer questions.
I can't.
Well, I don't even know why you're standing here then.
Because I gave you a piece of paper.
Well, thank you for giving me the paper, and you are free to leave, sir.
This is my office.
No, you can stay, but I'm telling you, you're now free to leave.
I've always been free to leave.
What's that?
I've always been free to leave.
Sure.
I couldn't get this interaction out of my mind for days, maybe weeks. The implications of the story are disturbing enough, but sadly no longer shocking. Police are violent and corrupt, and they protect their own. These are things many of us already know on some level, and understand to be true. This video strips away the outrage, the tragedy, the shock, the horror, and with chilling clarity, reminds us that, yes, the police do kill people and get away with it. Yes, the system will protect them from accountability. Yes, there is a hypocritical double standard in place. No, the government does not care what you think about this. And no, there's nothing you can do about it. This simple video and interaction prove these things to be true. It's devastating, but that's also why it's so powerful. Another auditor attempting the same thing simply wouldn't have had the same impact. This tone carries over into other James Freeman content, especially his documentary-style videos, finding a careful balance between humor and serious storytelling. The result is a very well-rounded YouTube channel. I think his genius lies in taking serious matters and breaking them down into their bizarre and absurdist components.
Unsecured loaded firearm.
Oh, is it bad?
Yeah, it's bad.
Really?
Yeah, for real.
No, London.
Dead serious.
Oh, what's hell in there?
If you just get the key, I'll get the weapon cleared, and he's gonna get the key. I'll get the weapon cleared. Make sure we're good. They don't have keys? We're gonna have to secure that weapon somehow. They have a brick. For my safety, I just want to make sure you don't touch the firearm.
You can see me take it out.
Well, I'll take it out for you. That way you don't touch it. So I'll take the firearm out, and I'll take the magazine out, and then I will clear it. Is that
You gonna clear it
for my safety? I don't feel safe with you just grabbing a gun around me.
I gotta go.
Me too.
Okay, here we go. Is there one in the magazine?
Let's pop that magazine out. Here, come over here so we can see it on video.
Oh yeah.
And let's go ahead and pull that. And there's one in the chamber right there. Yep. Let's pop that out.
Wow. Wow, 50-50.
It's a good thing we found it, right?
I appreciate it.
Rather than, I mean, seriously, there's no cameras.
Serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
There's no cameras. I mean,
I'm serious.
I looked at that and I said, man, I do need another one.
I'm glad you did find it, bro.
What's the name of the officer who left it in there?
Yeah.
I don't know the officer.
Can we find out? We're gonna need to. I'm gonna need to put it in my. I gotta put it in my report.
In a recent live stream, Freeman said something pretty controversial, and I can't actually find the clip now, so I'll paraphrase. He essentially said that auditing serves no purpose anymore, that it will never fix the problems with government, and that his goal now is to simply troll the government. These two clips more or less reflect that sentiment.
People talk about like these complaints and lawsuits and blah, 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 and you're not making change unless you file a lawsuit or unless you file a complaint or like, shut the hell up. I become exhausted with that, which is why I don't necessarily, which is why I prefer to make a mockery of going in the building, and I make a mockery. If I'm gonna make a complaint, I make a mockery of the complaint system. People say, oh, well, if you don't sue when they do this, then it's never gonna change, and you're not making any change. And look, I'm not super, I don't really believe we're gonna make fundamental change within the system anyways. It's not broken. It works exactly the way it was intended to work. It works exactly the way they built it to work. It's not broken. It's fixed.
Take it with a grain of salt, as the original video, the one that inspired me, seems to have been deleted. Still, I found this thought-provoking. Other channels discussed it too, as it clearly struck a chord. It's cynical, it's disheartening, but it's also profound. It got through to me. These statements ended up being the deciding factor for naming him Auditor of the Year. And to be clear, I don't necessarily agree with what he said. It was his willingness to say it that was compelling. How an offhand remark made during a live stream could have such an impact and challenge perspectives. It served as a reminder of why his voice is so unique. Now let's go out with a banger. In October of 2024, James Freeman delivered this moment of pure audit gold. Freeman was in Mississippi in support of Ron Durbin, who had just been arrested by this unhinged tyrant.
You're not going to come in here and disturb this police department with your bull crap. No, the questions you're asking is being
Why are you
asked.
yelling?
I'm not yelling. I'm talking over you because you won't shut up and
De-escalate.
De-escalate. You don't tell me what to do.
De-escalate.
You do not tell me what to do.
De-escalate.
Get out.
Is it under threat of arrest?
If you don't leave, I'm going to arrest you.
Okay, I'll leave now.
I'm giving you a lawful order to stand over here. Put your stuff down. Let me see your identification.
I don't have any
Put
identification on me.
everything down.
I don't have ID
before
on
I take
me.
it from you. Well,
I
you
don't-
need to get it. And you need to get it now.
But I wasn't leaving. I came here to ask Scott Walters why he attacked Ron Durbin, and I wasn't gonna leave until I found him.
When push came to shove, this bully showed his true colors, resulting in possibly the greatest audit moment of the year, if not ever.
It's Walters. It's Walters.
It's Walters.
Huh? It's Walters.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
It is.
He's hiding behind the door.
He's hiding behind the door?
Yeah, he's
hiding behind this wooden door. Is it really Walters? He's hiding behind this wooden door.
Is it locked?
Walters, you're fired!
He's hiding behind that door that says authorized personnel.
Edward Scott Walters, you're fired.
See him right there?
Yes, I see him.
He's
We
hiding.
see you behind the door. We can see you.
There's a drone right here.
Hello?
Yeah, he's hiding behind the door. He just ran. Other side of the building. They're sneaking him out the other side.
With his enduring legacy, well-rounded body of work, and understated hilarious approach that's both thought-provoking and emotionally resonant, the hard-working, hard-traveling, hard-thinking American patriot and educator, whose work is more impactful than even he may realize. Congratulations to James Freeman, the Auditor of the Year. Thanks for watching this video. If you think there are auditors we missed, please name them in the comments, and I'll add them all to the pinned comment. Please go and subscribe to the auditors' channels and show them your support. Thanks again. This is Showcase Audits. Until next time, know your rights. I'm out.